Live we are. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, the little show about big things. And boy, do we got a great show lined up. We got double trouble in the house today. We got country and rock and roll, country rock, all on the show, Ocean's Pit. Thank you all for watching, everybody. First of all, check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and please give us a call at 847-769-8609. What a show. That today is Friday, December 9th. We're all getting ready for the holiday season. Merry Christmas to everybody watching. A couple things we want to say real fast. We want to thank everybody that tuned in yesterday to My Party Princess. I know you guys were all in shock when you seen the show yesterday. Melissa Rialto is a good friend of ours, everybody. Melissa Rialto is a very good friend of ours. Ratano, she's a very good friend of ours. And she has a company here in the Schaumburg area, a suburb of Chicago, My Party Princess. It's Chicagoland's ultimate girl party review, theme parties, limo service, play dates, costume characters for hire, anywhere between the ages of 3 and 12. Next year, they'll be celebrating their 20-year anniversary. They are 1118 South Roselle Road in Schaumburg. Give them a call at 847-895-2340 or go to mypartyprincess.com. And thank you, Melissa, for that. We had no clue what was going to happen on that show. So when we showed up, I was supposed to play Prince Adams, and my wife, Laura, of course, my co-host every Thursday, was supposed to play Beauty and the Queen, Cinderella, whatever it was. But when I got there, boy, was I caught in for a surprise. She goes, "No, Tone, you're playing Cinderella." So it was the funniest show we had in a long time, with the wig and dress and wearing a cigar. I mean, it was just funny. So again, thank you. And Snow White, she has all the characters that she rents out that you can actually for the kids. So you got to check out the show. And of course, My Party Princess. Thank you, Melissa, for that. All right, everybody. Also, last night we did a sold out show at Villaggio in Roselle. I want to thank the band, of course, Jerry Jams and Tony Toto. Great job as they did. And then we had the singer direct from Naples, Italy. My God, Angel Coremato. What a voice that God gave this guy. And he came in and just knocked us out with 5 songs. And of course, he did Hallelujah, which he did on his balcony in Naples, Italy, ladies and gentlemen, when COVID was down. He had 65 million views. Now, you know what that's like, especially to us musicians, unbelievable. So, Angel, thank you so much for that. All right, let's get some sponsors out of the way. I want to get them all out of the way so we can concentrate on our 2 guests today. McCampbell Law Group, Lloyd McCampbell, attorney at law, statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. 708-275-4264. One of the best lawyers and the most honest lawyers. As for Roy, tell him Tony Ocean sent you. Also, folks, Laura Ocean Solutions, increasing profits and reducing credit card fees. You'll never have to shop again. Go to LauraOceanSolutions.com. Let's not forget our friends from Deutz Power Center, Great Lakes, servicing the construction and diesel industry in the Chicagoland area for the last 100 years. Go to Deutz in Elgin, 224-276-6550. Folks, you are watching us now on the Tony Ocean Show page. Also live on the Mo Carrara page, which is my personal page. You're also live on Ocean's Pit page. Go to the Ocean's Pit page and like it, folks, because starting in January, we'll only be showing from the Tony Ocean page. So Ocean's Pit page, which will actually be my new Facebook page. Check it out. New studios coming too by the new year, so we're excited about that. Also, you can see us live on Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn all at the same time. So it's a lot of fun, and we're so happy that you guys are watching. Let's thank Airtight Windows, ladies and gentlemen, siding specialist, family-owned for 30 years. For honesty and quality, do it right with Airtight. 708-788-5000. Now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Double T, Toto. That's at 8 o'clock, kid. And tomorrow night, folks, we'll be at the Chevy Chase Country Club in Wheeling, Illinois. With the main event band, Danny Raimondi, Jerry Jams, Tony Toto. It's going to be a great time on Saturday. A lot of other great things that we're talking about, folks. We got the great. Don't forget our next live remote is going to be me and my lovely wife at the me and my lovely wife Laura, my co-host at the Almost Home Foundation, and it's for dogs, for pets. We're going to be broadcasting live. Maybe you guys can adopt a dog. Take a dog home for a Christmas gift. Kids want them. Everybody loves dogs. Don't trust people that don't like dogs. So anyway, it's sponsored by A La Carte Entertainment and also a special guest by Mayor Tom Daly of Schaumburg. That's the 22nd of December. My 60th birthday bash is going to be the 28th at Rosario's in Roselle and the 29th at Donnie G's with all the great guests going to be there. Nixa Hodges, Jeff Dubray, of course, Regina Karma, Daniela from the Jersey Girls, maybe even Dana from the Jersey Girls. We got my good buddy Jim Cunningham, the new singer from Off Broadway. The Rat Pack, Mojo's Jukebox. Everybody's going to be there those 2 days, so it's going to be fantastic. Also, New Year's Eve will be at Avanti Banquets in Fox River Grove with the main event band. We're excited about that and a lot of good things. So, again, thank you, everybody from Villaggio. Again, Angel and Quadamato, thank you so much. And, of course, Melissa. Now, a couple other things. Two guests we got on today. Now, we tried on Wednesday, we had the great Jamie Keaton on, Canhead. He's a real live mutant was on, and we were supposed to have my good buddy Steve Naylor from Lone Star Skinner. Of course, they had some audio problems. We couldn't have them. So let's bring him on in just a couple seconds, and then we have the legendary Jimmy Parker is in the house. I've played Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda 1,000 times in my house. The kids are going nuts. It's an incredible song. There's a brand new song hitting the country charts. Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda. Jimmy Parker's on the second part of the half of the show. Here's two of his CDs, of course, called The Journey, and of course, Live Before I Die, and it's just fantastic. Two great guys, and all three of us have in common, we're all Josie Award winners. What's the Josie Awards? #1 independent award show in the country. They do it every year at the Grand Ole Opry in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. I was honored to win Internet Show of the Year, and Josie and Tina, speaking of them, they're going to be our guest on December 30th. They're coming back to the pit on the 30th and see what's up with that. All right, one more sponsor, and then let's bring up don't forget Don Esteban Cigars, folks. Get your Tony Ocean cigars, great for stocking stuffers from Tarpon Springs, Florida. Give Javier a call at 727-366-7536. All right, folks, let's say hello to some people in the audience. Carol, Marion, congratulations, Dawn and Marion. They won an autographed picture of the big dog, a bounty hunter. That's right. We did a big show with him. Lee Greenwood on Saturday. It was in Champaign, Illinois. What a great event. So, Marion, we'll be mailing this out to you. If you can just please send me your address so we can send this beautiful autograph poster of the dog to your house, folks. And Lee Greenwood, what an incredible international singer. I'm proud to be an American. He sang it. He was there that night. Mike Winslow from Police Academy. Dan Hampton from the Chicago Bears. Mega Events is just a great event, and it was fantastic. Sugar Ray's in the house. Patrice, I hope you're feeling better. Former Chicago Honey Bear in the house of the Chicago Bears. How you doing, Patty? Patrice, I hope you're doing well. Michelle, I hope you are good. Peter Prado, happy birthday to your father up in heaven, Peter. And thank you for watching, Kathy. Dick saying hello to your lovely wife. Happy birthday to her as well. All right, so let's get on to some, well, this is good. We have Arizona watching, Wisconsin, New York, New Jersey, St. Louis, Santa Barbara's in the house. Very, very, very cool, man. This is good. Albert from the Ron Onesti organization. This is good. So without any further ado, let's bring in our first guest, ladies and gentlemen, from Garland, Texas. Let me tell you about Steve Adler, everybody. Lone Star, the #1 Leonard Skinner tribute band. Fantastic. They won the Josie Awards. They also won the best for the Texas Reader MXD magazine in 2019. They're brought to you and sponsored by American Badass Whiskey. And we're going to talk. They got a big tour coming up in Sturgeon, where everybody loves Sturgeon, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. So without any further ado, let's bring my buddy Steve Naylor on. Steve, hi, sir.
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing? You got that?
I'm
I've
glad.
got
I'm
it
so
on
happy
my
we
end.
finally we got you out. All right, Stephen, let's get right to it, man. Where were you born? Were you born in Garland, Texas? Were you born in
I was
Texas?
born and raised in Garland, Texas. I lived there for 50 years, and now I reside in Fort Worth, Texas, is where I live.
Now you have a big.
Say it again.
Do you have a big family? A big family?
I have a decent sized family. I've got a deceased brother, sister, mom, and dad, and my extended family is just average size, you know,
I got it. I got it.
regular
Okay,
Texas family.
so Leonard Skinner. There you
Yep.
go. Leonard Skinner, one of the greatest country and roll bands in the world. So many great songs. Saturday, What's Your Name? You got right. Of course, Ooh, That Smell, Sweet Home Alabama, Freebird. Let me ask you something. Why, Chris, let me call you right back. I'm doing the show. Why Leonard Skinner?
It's timeless music. You know, the fan base ranges from 7 to 70. It's like I say, timeless music, hit after hit. It's got solid base of hits. You know, at least 15 radio songs, which is essential for a tribute band. You need to, you know, have a lot of hit songs in order to do a tribute. So, and I could nail the voice fairly decent, you know. So we did something kind of based around that.
Well, let me ask you something. You tour all around, you play all around, you do all the hits, obviously. One question I always ask the tribute acts, because I have a band called Moe's Dream Police. We do our Cheap Trick, and we actually play Cheap Trick's Christmas parties while they actually sit and watch us play, which is great. Has Leonard Skinner?
Yes, they have. We luckily early on, I guess we were a band about a year. We were befriended by a lady named Susan Hibbs, and her son-in-law just happens to be Van Zant, the singer for Leonard Skinner. And so she was, you know, happy to tell us about that and was willing to do anything she could to help us. She passed away last year. Really sweet lady. Just loved being Johnny's mother-in-law, you know, and just would do anything for us. She got pictures of us, of him in our band shirt, which is priceless when you're doing a tribute. You know, he's wished us, made a video for our anniversary. So she's got him to do some things. But yes, they are well aware of Lone Star Skinner and her fans.
And you know what? Leonard Skinner amazingly started in Jacksonville, Florida. With of course, and then of course they lost the great Van Zant and Steve in that horrible air crash in 1977. Just destroyed the music business for that. It was a big shocker. They started out with a band. They were called My Backyard, and then of course it's interesting. The rumor has it, maybe you can tell me, Leonard Skinner, was it named after their gym teacher? Who was? Where did they get the name from?
You know, there's two stories. That, I mean, that's definitely part of it because his name was Leonard Skinner, but also in the old song, you know, Hello Mudda, Hello Fada, it mentions the name Leonard Skinner in that song, and it was a running joke with them, and then with their gym teacher, just worked out perfect.
Did their gym teacher support them? Is
Uh,
they amount
at first, no, he did not. You know, they were long haired, you know, wild street kids to him, and later on, yeah, he really embraced it because it really helped him out.
Absolutely. You're watching Otis Taylor's show about big things. Lead singer Steve Naylor from Lone Star Skinner. All right, so you won the Josie Awards. Some people don't know what the Josie Awards is. What was your feeling? I mean, when I seen it walking into the Grand Ole Opry, wow! And all the 2000s. I mean, it was a great event, and it was so many. I mean, Josie and Tina do an incredible job there. What was your feeling about the Josie Awards? I tried to tell people about it, to Google it. It's a fantastic event. What was your feeling about it?
Yeah, man. overwhelmed. You know, like you say, it's a beautiful place, and just to be at the Grand Ole Opry and to be there being nominated for an award and then to win the award there and get to go on the stage, it was awesome. You know, nothing short of awesome. I was
No.
kids being born. That was one of the highlights of my life. Not many people get to go on the Grand Ole Opry stage.
And actually win and have an acceptance speech. It was a big honor and event, and I'm hoping we get back again next year. I think it would be a lot of fun. How many shows do you guys do a year?
We do between 30 and 50, and we're shooting for 75 this year. Getting a big goal, and we're going to hit it too.
Yeah. Let me ask you, what's the crowds like when they see you? I mean, do you get those real diehard Leonard Skinner fans who watch every move to make sure you got the right clothes on, right songs, and do you actually use the set list that Leonard Skinner does live, or do you guys come up with your own?
We kind of do a combo. They pretty much stuck to the hits, but we open with the first two songs they always opened with, and we close with the last three they always close with, which are Call Me the Breeze, sure. Sweet Home Alabama, and Freebird. Yeah, no. So we mix it up in between that, but pretty much they stuck to the hits.
Let me ask you, Stephen, who influenced you growing up? Like, who was your first person that you said, boy, I want to do?
It would definitely be a tie between Kiss and Ted Nugent. Those were the first two that really hooked me. My dad was a big record collector and big music fan, so there was always music on, but he didn't listen to Kiss or Ted Nugent, but I sure did like it. That was the first two I was really into. And Skinner was right there pretty close.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can now. Isn't the brother in 38 Special?
He was in 38 Special. He definitely was. Donnie Van Zandt. You had Ronnie, Johnny, and Donnie.
Yeah, Ronnie Van Zandt. Absolutely.
Ronnie was singer for Skinner.
The crowds are good. Yeah. And yes. So Leonard Skinner sold over 1 million records, and people are still. But I got to ask you this question: are you sick of singing Freebird?
No, you know, man, I don't tire of those songs. I've never heard anybody in the band complain about, being tired. It's fun music, seeing people's reactions. We've had people cry at shows during Freebird, lots of smiling, lots of dancing. It doesn't get old. It doesn't get old.
It doesn't get old because, like you said, the songs are hits. And I noticed with a lot of tribute acts or any bands in general, mostly when you're playing in front of an audience, it's almost like you got to be a jukebox. You have to be a jukebox. There's 90-minute ever you do of shows and all their great songs, and that's fantastic. Stephen, tell me something about American Badass Whiskey. What's that all about?
Say it one more time. American Badass Whiskey.
Tell me about that.
It's a really good whiskey. We hooked up with them. I'd called the owner, Ron, and we talked, and we could see it was a good deal for both of us. Advertising, for both of us, help each other out, push each other's brand. He, could see the value in it. We could definitely see the value in it. And we got he sent, a nice banner for us back here to have, for use for any kind of promotion. Send us shirts, send us good bottle of whiskey, so he's doing it up right.
So I remember.
Yeah, and we're real proud.
Yeah.
Real
cool. You're talking about maybe going to Sturgis in 2023. Are you excited about that? Because you guys would kick ass over the Sturgis.
Yes, we've got our submissions in. Yes, we've got our submissions in. Fingers crossed. We did Biketoberfest this past October in Daytona, which is sort of the cousin to Sturgis. Okay. Huge bike fest down there in Florida. went over great. We drew the biggest crowd in the 50-year history of the venue we played at, the legendary Boot Hill Saloon. We just, so going to Sturgis would be Mecca for a Skynyrd band.
Absolutely. Do you guys any of your own music? Do you guys write any of your own music and put it in with the Lynyrd Skynyrd stuff, or you just strictly stay Lynyrd Skynyrd?
Strictly a tribute band at this point. We're not opposed to doing that, but at this point, no. We've been together 5 years, and no, we haven't done any original stuff. Just kept it to the tribute.
All right. You know what? We got to get here in Chicago. Ron Onesti is a big promoter out here. He owns 2 giant theaters with all the acts that come in, and I'll make sure I send you his phone number when we get off the air. And
Awesome.
You need to talk to them because there's a lot of Skynyrd fans here in Chicago. I would really love your music. What's the next step? What's the next step, Steve, for Lone Star Skynyrd? What's the next step?
Well, with winning this Josie Award, we're hoping to, catapult off that and just get into bigger, better venues, get in with better booking people, just climb the tribute band ladder, rung by rung is what we're doing. Get in, just bigger rooms, casino, just nicer gigs, better paying gigs, get the word out to more people is our main goal in 2023. Band's been working hard. We got a great band.
Yeah.
Backup singers, honky tonk queens, excellent. The whole band's working really hard, and it's paying off.
Absolutely. And some of your YouTube stuff and what you do. Do you have one favorite song that you like to sing? What's one favorite song that you like to sing?
I do. The one I think really sums up Skynyrd is Down South Jukin'. It's semi-rarity, but it's got Skynyrd all wrapped up in one song. Other than that, the popular one I really like is I Know a Little. Guitar player Mike Ceccarelli, really good. Tears it up on that, our guitarist. Really good. Those 2, some of my favorites.
Well, how many times have you seen Lynyrd Skynyrd live?
At least 10 times. At least 10 times. First time was in 1987. Not old enough to see the original Ronnie Van Zant. I'm 53. I don't mind saying how old I am. But not quite old enough to see that. But I did see them when they got back together on. Yeah.
Very, very cool. Well, Stephen, thank you for your time, man. You know what? I'm glad we finally got you working on the audio this year. And I hope, like I said, I'm going to get you Ron Onesti's number to get you out here in Chicago. And I hope to see you at the next Josie Awards, and we can actually meet in person. If they want to book Lone Star Skynyrd, where do they go? How do they do that?
They can go to LoneStarSkynyrd.com. They can go to Facebook and look up Lone Star Skynyrd there. We're on TikTok, Instagram, and we have a show coming up at Arlington Music Hall on January 13th with some friends of ours, Breaking Bad Company, opening up for us. So you can come out there and listen to it too, right there. So that's how they can find us. You can come see us live right there, January 13th. That's what we got going on right now. Thank you very much for letting me come on here.
Anytime, ladies and gentlemen. Steve Naylor, everybody from Lone Star Skynyrd, one of the best tribute bands. Skynyrd. I want your family to have a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, my friend, and we will talk soon. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Thank you for having me. Thanks.
You got it. They got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Hope you guys are having a great day. And we got before we now to folks, our guest coming up this Monday will be the greatest birthday. We have the great John Vincent, who travels all over the country and does the national Chicago Cubs games. Me and John, the Money Show. The great John Vincent will be our guest Monday. And then next Tuesday, folks, Vince Amore with his brand new Christmas will be on September 13th. 14th, we got the from Pasta Mia restaurant here in Chicago. He's a restaurant guy and his family in the beautiful Bartlett area. It's going to be a lot of fun having him on. And then Ronnie B. Elvis will be on December 16th with his Christmas show coming up at the Otta Theater. Bobby Nardell from the Wolves will be on, and much more great stuff here on Ocean's Pit. Let's get to our sponsor before we bring up our good buddy Jimmy Parker. Now, let's not forget, folks, TRICARE experts right out of Rosemont, Illinois, Carmela and Anthony, recreating great hair days. 773-999-7888. Also, we want to thank our good buddies from Armando's Supermarkets in Elgin, Illinois, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Buy local and shop local. And let's not forget also Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. Go to crashchampions.com for all your collision auto repair needs. Michael and Gigi, absolutely. All right, you're listening to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Every show is dedicated to the first responders, the police department, the firemen, the teachers, the farmers, the doctors, the nurses, of course, everybody and all the first responders out there. America, back to blue. That's what this show is about, because if it wasn't for our first responders, we'd be in a lot of trouble, folks. So we really thank you all for that. All right, without any further ado, let's bring up our second guest, ladies and gentlemen, the incredible Nashville's very man, Jimmy Parker is in the house. Now, before Jimmy does any fucking, let me tell you about this guy. Singer, songwriter, actor, retired teacher, and a U.S. Army vet, ladies and gentlemen. He's been in a bunch of different movies. He recorded a couple movies of his, The Finish Line, so many more. He's got great songs like You Never Know, Blue Man, Haven't Come Close, Shot to Hell. Some Things is an incredible song. And of course, let's not forget his record now that's climbing up the Nashville country charts. I love this tune, man. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Now, I met Jimmy through Nick Hodges when he actually came to play at the St. Jude's benefit at the Arcada Theater a couple years ago. He also did the St. Jude's benefit for Menlo Park. He did a couple songs when I was there at that show as well, performing. We had, after the Josie Awards, and Jimmy, of course, won again. Congratulations to that. We had breakfast in the morning. As we're walking out of the breakfast, he goes, "Hey, I got a new song. You guys want to hear it?" Yeah. So we went to his car. He gets in the car, cranks this tune called Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda. I'm like, my mouth just dropped. It reminds me of good old country, which I like the old. I don't care for the new stuff, and me and Jimmy talked about that. And let's just say hello to my good friend, Mr. Jimmy Parker. Jimmy, how you doing, sir?
I am doing very good. Cool down here in Nashville, a lot of rain, but we're making it, and we're filming right now, and go with that. And we're done.
You got it, Jimmy. All right, let's get some stories. You were born in Nashville? Were you born in Nashville?
No, I was born and raised in Virginia, and I left in 20. And I've been since, and pursuing everything like that.
Yeah. How long have you been performing, Jimmy?
I've been performing pretty much all my life, playing piano and doing recitals, and moved up to guitar and started playing in weekend during high school. Spending money came in. And high school, of course, went to college during that, and then I left in 1976 and started getting an interest in acting over in South Korea and stuff like that. Moving in South Korea.
Sure. What kind of movie? Yeah, what movie are you working on right now?
We're working on a Western. I really can't. I'm under a non-disclosure agreement.
Sure.
After the Civil War, guys, me and this other guy, trying to get back to New Mexico Mexico, where they're and it just goes through the trials to them on the way home.
Very, very cool. You got some great songs, Jimmy. You've been doing it so long. What would you say? Name some of the artists that you work with.
In the past, I've been on stage with Jody Messina. People opened the show one time. Oh, I can't remember, but she was one of the older stars. They, of course, that was back in the when they were trying to make it and everything. All of us were actually got the breaks and went on up and not on the same road.
Sure.
But I just took it,
Jimmy, can I just interrupt you for a second? You're cutting in and out. Can you get a little closer to your microphone? Yeah, maybe cut in because you're cutting it out. How about now?
All right. How does that sound? Like, does that sound okay?
A little bit better. Okay. Your auto keeps you in and out. So maybe just stay where you are right there and it'll be better. Some people said that you're breaking in and out. We got the great Jimmy Parker from Nashville, Texas, folks. So many. Jimmy, do you like the new country that's out there, or let's say you traditional old great country artist? Can you tell me you like the new stuff that's out there?
I'm a country singer. I love the traditional country, and I don't mind that has a little bit of an edge. I don't want to push the envelope and guess not me. I'm just the songwriters and all the artists, and they deserve what they get, where I'm at in my music, and a song that has a story and a message to it that I can relate to.
Yeah. Jimmy, who influenced you when you were growing up? Who was the first singer that you heard in your family that say, I want to be a singer?
Well, my dad played piano. My piano playing from, but went back in the day, 72. I was rock and roller. We played Brothers and stuff like that when they came out. The person that got me hooked on country music had the radio on. And I decided, well, I don't know what they got, and Willie Nelson came on singing Good Hearted, and I got hooked on country, and that's the kind of music I started playing and moved right on with that. And I moved to Nashville in 1990 and pursued country music from that.
Jimmy, there's a lot of country singers, people that are trying to start. How do you keep yourself original? Because you are original when you're singing compared to a lot of other singers. It's got to be very hard out there because of the market. There's a lot of competition writing country music, right?
Competitive. I mean, you can come down here to Nashville clubs, and musicians playing, reading with each other, and to get into the top level of it. Some people, a lot of people say that and stuff, somebody to come in to play. But I've done it, and I just want to be myself. Given that advice from Garth Brooks, because I asked him when we were talking, and I asked him, I said, "What's the best self, going in country music?" And probably be yourself, and that's what I've done ever since. And that you hear.
Very well.
And
how many CDs, how many records do you have out? I mean, I'm holding two right here. We got the great Jimmy Parker, The Journey, fantastic. I love when a woman makes a man, it's fantastic. Shot to Hell, of course. Great. And then, of course, we got Live Before I Die, and you do some incredible stuff. There's Some Things is an incredible song. I love that very much. And even the cover you did of Sundown Jordan Lightfoot. I think you did a good job with that. But let's talk about woulda, shoulda, coulda. Where did it come? How did it come to you? What an incredible.
That was pitched to my producer. It was written by John Matricus, who is out, and he asked me if I could possibly would want to sing that song that I produced, and I'll pitch it to him, and we'll see. Just right off the bat, you know, chasing rainbows, right? You know,
Yeah.
I said, you know, the names that I hoped might come true, and I said that song. I never even heard the tag late after I'd said that.
It is fantastic. It's got an incredible meaning. Yeah, it's got a great message. It's got a great hook. Fantastic. And like I said, we're still having some audio issues. Thank you, Craig and Boyd. You're still having some issues when you're talking. Keep coming in and out, Jimmy. To get you in here. We got the
I don't know.
Parker.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
yeah, the woulda, shoulda, coulda. It's been number one for 6 straight weeks now. On the Black Dog Indie, and I'm not up there with the indie country charts and all that.
Yeah, that was fantastic. You were a retired teacher. What kind of teacher were you?
I was a health instructor and coach, a PE teacher.
Did you love working with kids?
Yes, I did. I tried to work with them, and you know, I told them, I said, no matter how much I learn, kids is what makes. I always, you know, develop that and treated each, but all of them the same way. There was no favoritism that I showed to any.
Well, you know, it's fantastic. And also, you served, Jimmy, and doing that for our country. We really appreciate people like you, able that we can still do this for a living because we still live in the greatest country in the world, and the freedom of speech that we have, and be able to entertain with people. I want to thank you all for that. Without getting easy with political things, what do you think the country is like? What hands do you think the country is right now?
We're at a turning point. I think the politics has gotten to the point. Politics has divided us. Things, you know, going on. You know, I've always, you know, it was political back then. Politics has gotten worse, and you know, I'm not just saying one side. I'm can get it out there and get agenda going. You know, but
Sure.
Let
me call you right back on the show.
I like to. I love my country. I think it's the greatest country on earth, and there are some problems I think that we're going, and I hope that we can turn it around. But this is the United States gave us a gift when he gave us this country. You know, I just hope we can with ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We should be.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're absolutely right. We hope for and that's what I'm a busy man, but you're filming and that you're doing. I just want to thank you for your time. Congratulations on your Josie Award, and I'm hoping that hopefully we'll be back again next year in Nashville.
I'm 73 years old, so
you got to listen to woulda, shoulda. Yeah, woulda, shoulda, coulda. number one on the country chart.
You can find
It's
it.
all over the place, man.
They can find it on Pandora, Apple Music, iTunes. They can get. I've got a website too, Jimmy Parker Music, and they can find me on Facebook. If they'd like to get a CD, let me know some Facebook page, or
Absolutely.
Or if they want to get an email on my website.
You got it. Very much. Thank you for your time, Jimmy. Merry happy holidays to you and your family, and good luck to keep writing those great songs from the heart, Jimmy. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the great Jimmy Parker. Check him out, man. And we shoulda, coulda. You got to download it. You'll be singing it all day because it's in my house, blasting all the time. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, baby, by the great Jimmy Parker from Nashville, Tennessee, in the house. You're watching Ocean's Pit, Little Big Things, folks. I want to thank you all being on. We still got some time, so it was great having Stephen Naylor from the Lone Star Skynyrd, and of course Jimmy Parker, everybody from Nashville, Tennessee. Let's talk about some stuff, folks. Never hate your enemies, folks, because it affects your judgment. Never hate your enemies because it affects your judgment. And it really, really does, folks. It makes you wonder sometimes the way everything is going, and it's crazy. It's just nuts. It's very, very important. You can, and another great quote sent in by my buddy Joey, all the way from Wooddale, Illinois. You can't be overlooked. You could be overlooked. You could be talked about. You could be plotted against. And you can still end up on top, man, because it's all what you want to do. It's all up to you to stop all that stuff that people are saying. Because remember, when the rumors that we're hearing about me are the same rumors I'm hearing about you. It's crazy in this world, and that's what it is. Let's get some more news here, folks. We were just finished talking about politics. Fox News says Congress gets a pay hike, so they're going to make more money, folks. Cost of living boost under. And they're still giving the retirement bill for retiring Democrats. Whether it's Democrats or Republicans, these people shouldn't get a pay hike. They shouldn't get more money. Working people should get more money. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. The working people. Forget Congress. They're making money as it is up there in bye-bye, honey. They're making a lot of money as it is out there, and that's what it's about, man. Take care of us. Take care of the little people. That's what it's about, folks. Got some more shows coming up on the 14th of December. We'll be at Lisa's Club Cabaret with Jerry Jams in Norwich, Illinois. On the 15th, we'll be at Positano's in Oak Brook with Jerry Jams and the incredible Lisa P. And don't forget, December 22nd, we'll be back at Venuti's in Addison with the main event band, Danny Raimondi, Tony Toto, and Jerry Jams. And I'm hearing there's a possible chance that Angel Accordamato will make another appearance at Venuti's with us, and that's going to be huge. I'm hoping that it comes true, man. I think it's going to be fantastic. How many people remember the 1-2 Tree? Their reunion on December 5th, 2012 was their last big reunion of the original 1-2-3. And what a disco that was, man. Peter over there then changed it to Jajinka, made it a Polish nightclub. But the 1-2-3 was definitely a gathering spot that we all used to hang out. Dawn, yes, I do. Albert remembers that. Dawn, how you doing? Great seeing you last night. Thank you so much. Ricky Stokes, again, Craig Olson, Boyd, how you doing, buddy? Kathy, Jamie Keaton was just watching. He was on the show. Ken Head, the real live mutant. I tell you, man, Jamie was we were at Cousins. He was nice enough to come down to Cousins, and he puts these cans on, and he tell you, man, he had a can on his hand, and just by thinking of it, it flies right at you. Watch it on Facebook, on my page, or go to his page, Facebook page, and see on YouTube, Jamie Keaton, unbelievable. Becky Lee, listen to that woulda, shoulda, coulda. You will love that song. It is fantastic. Danny Raimondi, how are you doing, my friend? This Saturday, Danny, Toto, and Jerry will be at the Chevy Chase Country Club in Wheeling. Kathy Splazzo from Arizona, how are you doing? Yvette Rosario's, how you doing? Chris from Rosario's. We have our big birthday bash coming up there on the 28th. So many people will be joining us. So many of the Chicagoland talent will be coming up and celebrating my 60th with me. We just got Jimmy Cunningham's going to be on the show, coming to Rosario's. He's an Elk Grove guy. He's the new lead singer of Off Broadway. Remember, Stay in Time, Boy. And We Got a Beat. All great other songs, Bully Bully. So Jimmy Cunningham will be joining us on the 28th, along with so many other great entertainers. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's now called Stereo. Thank you, Albert. That's right. How about this, folks? Horrible. Well, you got to understand this. According to ABC, 3 teens were injured. They were injured after they tried a robbery, and a man with a concealed carry gun injured these kids. Everybody's trying to protect themselves. So 3 kids were injured. That's unfortunate, but it's unfortunate this guy was trying to be, these kids tried to rob this guy, and up in Lawndale, in the Chicagoland Lawndale area. It is what it is. We have to protect ourselves, folks. Unfortunately, it was never like this before, and now it's just crazy. How about Elon Musk going to Twitter, folks? He's putting together a team of medical experts to do facts checks on all the stuff that the government officials are saying. This is what Elon Musk is going to try to do now to see what's going on. Leah is in the house. Leah, a great gospel soul singer. She's fantastic. We're going to have Leah on the show. We're trying to get her on the show in January because our December is completely booked up. But Leah is fantastic. She also won the Josie Awards when we were all together in Nashville. That was a great event. Leah's a sweet lady, and she bakes too. Got some great goodies. She's a great cook too as well. Absolutely, Leah. Fantastic. Let's take, how about this, folks? December 4th, 1956, something in music happened which was a miracle. Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis Presley, and Johnny Cash all recording in one studio. Of course, that was the beginning of the $1 Million Quartet. It did happen in real life, folks. And of course, the play's been going around for years. But imagine being a bug in that studio when you got Carl Perkins, Jerry Lee Lewis, Elvis, and Johnny Cash all in one studio. That is unbelievable. And see, the $1 Million Quartet was actually a very great play in the Chicagoland area. We got some birthdays. Let's lay out some birthdays. The great Jim Morrison from the band The Doors. Touch me, baby. Never was a Doors fan, but that's one of my favorites. Hello, I love you. Won't you tell me your name? Any great Jim Morrison. Ted Knight. Remember Ted Knight, of course, from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Also, he was in a TV show called Too Close for Comfort. Ted Knight celebrates a birthday. For all you wrestling fans, Ravishing Rick Rude from the WWF celebrates a birthday. Kim Basinger, great actress. She's 69 years old and she still looks beautiful. The great Kim Basinger. The great Greg Allman, speaking about Southern country rock and the Allman Brothers, the great Greg Allman celebrates a birthday. My doctor, Dr. Richard Hayes, celebrates a birthday. The rock and roll doctor, Dr. Hayes, happy birthday. Albert, one of your favorites and one of mine, Michael Smith, of course, one of the keyboards and original singer of the Dave Clark Five from the British Invasion. Phil Cullen, of course, not Collins, this is Phil Collins, the guitar player from Def Leppard, celebrates a birthday. Sinead O'Connor, Irish singer, celebrating a birthday. One of the great visual and makeup artists in the movie business, the great Rick Baker, celebrates a birthday, as well as our good friend Diane from the Jersey Girls celebrates a birthday. Diane celebrates a birthday. Happy birthday to her. I heard some rumors are going to be at the 28th, my birthday party on the 28th. Come down, see the Jersey Girls, and so many more other people will be joining us. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. This Monday when we come back, the great John Vincent will be our guest for his Sinatra birthday on December 12th. Sammy Davis Jr.'s birthday was yesterday. And we're going to the Oceans Rat Pack. We'll be going to January 21st to the Hobart Art Theater. Bill Saratella, Elliot Wimbush, and yours truly. Rat Pack will also be at one of our shows on the 28th and 29th, celebrating with us. Also, my new rock band, Mojo's Jukebox, will be making an appearance. Kim Peterson, LaFew, maybe Craig Olson will come by and sing a song if he can come by. Here's another thing I just found out, and I need you guys to tell me why this is happening. Why are there still stimulus updates? I guess in the next month or so, folks, $2,900 will be going to people's bank accounts. Illinois residents' stimulus checks. Why are people still getting stimulus checks? Who's paying for this? We are with our taxes. Nothing is free. We already learned that already from the 2020 stuff with everything going on with inflation. And they're still giving out stimulus checks. I don't understand this. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know why this is happening, folks. Hey, speaking of the 1-2-3, how many guys and women watch right now remember driving down Harlem Avenue in your car, cranking your songs, going from Addison to Diversey, thinking you were real cool? It was the hangout. Stopped by Wags, stopped over there by White Castle, cruising down Harlem Avenue. Come on, we all did it. You guys made our day. We laughed while watching yesterday. I'm planning coming. Kim, thank you so much. That's right, Mike Smith, rest in peace as well. He's not with us anymore, Dave Clark 5. Dave Clark 5, folks, was probably one of the bands, most bands next to the Stones, that had a lot of hits. They were right up there with the Beatles for many, many years. And the only problem with the Dave Clark 5 was they never really wrote their own music. And I think that kind of hurt them because they didn't write their own music because they never got as big as the Beatles and the Stones at that time. But Mike Smith, great voice. Kim Peterson was great. Again, sorry for your loss to your brother, Chuck. It was nice spending some time with you at the wake. Unfortunately, on those situations is horrible. The best of times in the 80s. That's right, Ricky. You know that, brother. Absolutely it was. How many people also remember Villa Napoli Pizza on Lawrence Avenue? Still my favorite pizza. I mean, there's a lot of great pizza out there, but I'm telling you, man, Villa Napoli, great pizza. All right, folks, let's see what we got here. Here's something I don't understand. In Arizona, just this past election, in Arizona, in that section, 95% of the people in Arizona are Republican. How did they lose in Capri Lake, Arizona? How did the Democrats win that? They're 95% Republican in Arizona. That's suspicious, right? Is that crazy? Hey, another Chicagoland landmark, Tommy's on Higgins, of course, caught fire. Thank God nobody was hurt. How many people, the owner, Tommy Minion, how many people used to go to Tommy's on Higgins? It's been there forever and, of course, caught a fire. Thank God that nobody was hurt. And sometimes, unfortunately, those things happen. So crazy. Yes, Tony Toto remembers those days. Oh, you know what, Kim, me and Laura, it was our pleasure to come there. We, unfortunately, like I said, to have someone pass away in your family, and it's got to be very difficult, especially around the holidays. But we want to make sure that we went to support our friends. And Kim, your mother was fantastic. What a sweet lady. God bless. It really was. Seeing our friend Val there was very cool too. So we got there late. We got there right before closing, but it was nice spending some time talking to you, and I hope your family's doing very well, honey. So how about this? Two brothers, according to WTTW, two brothers, Connie and Daryl Singleton, 21 and 18 years old, ladies and gentlemen, tried to rob a Brinks truck. They got $1 million from that armored truck. Of course, they got arrested and got caught. At this particular time, folks, people are really hard to try to come up with money. And what a way to do it. My father always said, if you're going to steal, steal big, because that's what that's it. So they tried to rob a Brinks truck. And I think I told you this story years and years ago, maybe 25, 30 years ago. I'm not going to mention the guy's name. It was a personal friend of mine. He got arrested. He robbed a Brinks truck. Got arrested. But what he did was he returned all the currency. He returned all the cash. But supposedly he buried all the coins, supposedly. And when he got out of prison, ladies and gentlemen, he used to leave a tip of a brand new shiny quarter was his tip as a whatchamacallit. But yeah, I mean, people are crazy right now doing what they're doing, everybody. But hey, people are just trying to get by in life, and because times are very hard right now. Ladies, anybody who's trying to get their own small business loan, Dove Chocolates is giving women $10,000 grant to open your own business. So go to the Dove chocolate page and find out if you can qualify for that. If you're looking to open your own small business for women only, Dove chocolate. Trying to do something nice for the holidays and the way things are going. Now, folks, we are removing our studio. By January, we'll be up in our brand new studio. So everything will be changing over here. We're excited about that. And then don't forget, folks, if you can, get a chance to go and like our new Oceans Pit Facebook page. Follow it. We really appreciate it. And guys, right now, share the page if you haven't shared it yet. We really do appreciate that. And then some other stories. Now, this just makes the police officer here, this particular police officer, look like a piece of shit because he actually was here. According to WGN, this is a police officer in Florida got caught urinating, pissing in an ice machine in a bar in Florida. I mean, something like that gives a lot of people a bad name. You shouldn't be doing stuff like that. An idiot, he got caught, might have been drunk. I don't know the whole story. But that is just crazy. I knew someone who tried that. There you go, Joe. How are you doing, my friend? I knew a few people. Yes, Joe. How are you doing? Well, my friend, you and your lovely wife. Hope you guys are doing well. And look at this. And as the world goes crazy as it is, another Florida man, a lot of stuff happened in Florida for some reason. Another man was arrested for allegedly having sex with a dog in public. Also damaging the church nativity scene. These people are whacked in this world, trying to have a sex with a dog in public, even if it's at home. You're a whack job. What is it with you people? I don't understand some of these crackpots in this world. This is the world we're living in, folks. You're watching Ocean Spit, little show about big things. Again, we have the great Steve Naylor on from Lone Star Skinnerd, and of course, Jimmy Parker. One of the Nashville's new, he's not new, he's been around for years, but his brand new song, Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda. So if I were you guys, I guarantee you, Google the song, Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda. It's an old type of old country song, which is just reminds me of a little like a Charlie Rich or maybe a Ronnie Millsap or a Johnny Cash. But just listen to this song, Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda by Jimmy Parker. Google it. You will be listening to this song all day long. And also, Google my good friend Angel Codamato from Naples, Italy, singing Alleluia. He came, he made a nice performance. He surprised us at Villaggio last night in Roselle. He's going to be with us again at Venutis in Addison on December 22nd. And when they sang, the whole place just, it was unbelievable. You know, everybody's given a God-given talent, ladies and gentlemen. It really has. And we had some great entertainers on, and I've been very blessed to know a lot of great entertainers in the Chicagoland area and all over the world. And everybody has their own talent, which is just fantastic. Sal, it was great seeing you, my friend, last night. My good, don't forget my good buddy Sal from Deutsch Power Center, folks. We always talk about Deutsch now that we got Sal actually watching. Here it is, Deutsch Power Center, Great Lakes, servicing the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. 224-276-6550. That's Deutsch Power Center in Elgin, Illinois. Yeah, it's a crazy world out there, folks. It really is. And the thing that I'm going to end this show with today, folks, besides tonight we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Tony Toto. That's going to be a lot of fun. And then Saturday, we will be at the Chevy Chase Country Club with the main event band. New Year's Eve at Avanti Banquets in Fox River Grove. It's going to be a lot of fun. What is this, folks? What American tragedy happened yesterday? Brittany Griner, Women's National Basketball Association player. Last year at the time, she would not stand for the national anthem. She said that the national anthem should not be sung anymore at sports events. She hates America. She went to Russia, caught with cannabis. We all know the story. First of all, you shouldn't be carrying cannabis when you're going, especially anywhere, especially to Russia, who can't stand the United States. So this woman was in prison. Our President Joe Biden made a deal. Joe Biden gave them Victor Bout, the #1 notorious arms dealer. He hates America. That was the trade. A person who hates America for another person who hates America. That was the trade. Our President Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen, had an option. He had a choice. What about Paul Whelan, a Marine who fought for our country? We never should be leaving our soldiers behind. We are in America. This was his opinion. This was his option that he could have gave. He could have made sure that Marine should be going home too, 18 years. He should be set free too. No. This is the biggest tragedy ever happened in the United States of America. Now, is she home with her family? God bless that. But what about she hates America? Will she stand up for the national anthem now that she's back in the United States of America? Will she stand up? Will she have a different frame of mind, or will she go back and doing that again? This is the holiday season. This is not a way to show, faith and hope and goodwill by doing this on this particular time of the year. It was a disgrace what's happened. It's just my opinion, but I'm seeing a lot of people on social media destroying this happening. But then I see a lot of people that's happy that she's home. Am I happy she's home with her family? Yes. But she is not an American. She does not believe in America. She hates America. And so is that Victor Bout, a notorious arm dealer, while our Marine, who fought for our country, is still, we need here in America, we need to stand behind our soldiers. And the motto is never leave our soldiers behind, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care what your political views are, Democrat, Republican, whatever it is, not our soldiers, not people that fight for our country need to be home with their families. Support them. Do you know how many vets, ladies and gentlemen, that are homeless here in America? It's a disgrace. I'm embarrassed to be an American after what just happened yesterday. I don't like to talk about stuff like that, folks, but it's a disgrace. Albert, I hope she has a change of heart. She should have a change of heart. Ryan Lewis, my friend, how you doing, buddy? Maybe we'll see Ryan at Rosario so he can sing with me again. He should have been brought back home, not her. And if that's the case, bring him home too. Dawn, you're absolutely right. It's just un-American, and I'm sick to my stomach with it. Completely sick to my stomach. Anyway, folks, I want you all to have an incredible weekend. Go out and support live entertainment, local establishment. Go out, get your gifts ready for the holiday. I hope you have a great one because I love Christmas. I love the holiday season, and I just again thank you for all your support. Again, let's talk about our last sponsor, folks. Let's not forget our good buddies, Dave Antonelli from Patriot Funding Incorporated. When timing is everything, Patriot Funding has all aspects of funding for cannabis. Help operations available as well. Hard money, commercial properties, all types. That's Dave Antonelli from Roselle, Illinois. 630-675-4730. Also, I want to thank our executive producer, April. Thank you so much, April. And guys, it's one of those days. Again, tune in to the Facebook page and see the great Angel Cadamato singing Hallelujah in a couple songs. He brought the house down at Villaggio last night. And of course, our show yesterday at My Party Princess in Schaumburg. I thought it was, come on, with the cigar. Then we danced at the end of the show. My wife was a trooper. She thought it was an incredible idea to do the switch. I remembered Melissa says that a lot of the newscasters come in when they interview the show and they dress up as the women too. So I thought it was great. It reminded me of the Monkees episode with Mike Nesmith played the princess, and he had the beard. I mean, it was just funny. I had a ball doing it, and thank you, Melissa. And it looked like you guys all enjoyed it too. And of course, you know, the laugh was on me, and I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. And so I want to thank you all for watching the show yesterday and tuning in. We really do appreciate it. And again, it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, I want to thank our guest today, Jimmy Parker, Nashville's country star. He's got a brand new song called Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda. Now Google it, listen to it. Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda. You'll be listening to it all day long. It's an incredible song. And don't forget our good buddy Steve Naylor from Garland, Texas, and of course, from his new band, of course, tribute to Leonard Skinner, Lone Star Skinner, for all you Leonard Skinner fans out there. Thank you so much for watching the show. Cool shot in Lombard. That's right. Fred Harper, how are you doing, my friend? Johnny Coco's in Lombard. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Great food. Go see Johnny. Go see Fred Harper. God bless Johnny Coco's. Great food out there. And again, I want to thank you all for watching. I want you all to have an incredible weekend, everybody. Get ready. Go out and do that Christmas shopping. Do what you got to do. Franny, how are you doing, my dear friend? Welcome to Ocean's Pit. And tonight, again, we will be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Tony Toto, Saturday, Chevy Chase Country Club in Wheeling. You have a good sense of humor, Becky. We have to have. If you can't make fun of yourself, come on. You guys know that. I do it every day, and my wife destroys me on the show all the time on Thursdays. It's called fun. It's called laughter. It's called making people forget about shit just for a little bit. For that moment, because I had a ball. I hope you guys all had a ball too. Remember, folks, buy local and shop local. Go out and support local establishments and live entertainment. Support those musicians that are singing and doing everything for you guys. It's very, very important. It really is. And again, the great words of Sir Ringo Starr, peace and love. I want to God bless you all, man. Thank you so much for watching the show. You guys are unbelievable, and you guys make it all for me, and I really appreciate it. Be back on Monday, December 12th for Sinatra show with the great John Vincent. He's going to be our guest this Monday. So have a great weekend, everybody. God bless Nick Sahajas, the piano man.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great